Yo, what is going on? It's Mez here. Today we're going to go for another episode of answering my tells. This is episode number 3, and we've got a few of them to go through today. So the first one that we've got today is it important to you how people present themselves on Instagram? I'm going to go ahead and answer this with a no. It is all about how they are as a person. I don't care what they're like on Instagram. I don't care if they pose with like Lamborghinis or if they pose in really stupid outfits. I don't care as long as they're not a shy person. The next one is an interesting question. JOTA or FIRMINO? Now, you can answer this in both ways. If you're talking about a goal-scoring striker, then obviously you're going to go for Diogo Jota. However, if you're talking about a player that brings the entire team together at times, you have to go for Roberto Firmino. Personally, I'm going to go ahead and say Diogo Jota because he's already my favourite player at the club. But I do think Firmino is a much more important player at the moment, even though we are struggling for goals. And obviously, when Jota comes back, he will provide that. What are some disadvantages of being rich? A major disadvantage of being rich is that you can just pay for everything that you want. You don't really have to work for anything, so you're just buying everything to make you feel happy. You don't feel like you've earned anything because you can just buy whatever you want. That's the biggest disadvantage of being rich, in my opinion. Another disadvantage of being rich is that you're more likely to be robbed as well. Are you scared of getting old? Kind of, but not really. Because I'm only 16. I'm not exactly old yet. I'm not even an adult yet. So I'm not scared at the moment. But I might be in a few years. Who knows? How would you change your style from when you were younger? This is a pretty strange question because I'm still quite young. I'm still young, so I can't answer that question. It's a pet's birthday and they get a gift. What do you think about that? I think that's lovely. I think it's lovely when pets get gifts. They are members of your family, of course, even though they're not human. Even if it's just like a little bone or something like that. I think it's lovely when pets get gifts. Are you like, yeah, I would travel alone? No. I would not travel alone unless it was just What I mean by that is I would never go abroad on myself. I would have to be with someone, whether it be my mum, whether it be a friend, whether it be my life partner. It doesn't matter. I could never go abroad alone, but if I was just getting on the bus to go to town or getting in a taxi into town or something, I'd probably be fine. What do you usually do when you're outside? 99% of the time it's playing football or jogging. Sometimes it's playing cricket though, and sometimes it's just doing other workouts. Do you think marriage is unnecessary? I don't think it's unnecessary at all, but at the same time I don't think it's necessary. I think it all depends on how you feel. If you feel like you want to get married, then that's up to you, but if you don't, then again that's up to you. I can't really answer this question because obviously I've never been engaged, I've never been in a marriage, so I don't really know the ins and outs of it, but yeah. When two people fall in love, what's the best thing that happens? It's just having someone there for you that loves you, really. That's the best thing that happens when two people fall in love. Who do you support? I support Liverpool, mate. I have done since I was born, and I always will do. Second favourite Premier League team? Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it a second favourite, but the team that I hate the least in the Premier League, besides everyone else, and obviously besides Liverpool, because I absolutely adore that team. So, in terms of second favourite, even though I'd never support them, I'm probably going to have to say Wolves. I've got a massive lot of respect for Wolves. That's going to trigger some Birmingham City fans. I do apologise, but yeah, I have a lot of respect for Wolves. Obviously, we got Diogo Jota from there. I just quite like I quite like the modern Wolves team, to be honest. I even enjoyed watching them in the Championship, but in the Premier League, they're just something else when they're on form. Opinion on tattoos. Don't like them. I do not like tattoos. I think it's nice when people get tattoos of like deceased relatives or family members, but I think it's absolutely pointless getting a tattoo of like your life partner on your body, because say if something horrendous happened and you had to split up with them, you've got their name on your body forever, and it's a hell of a lot of pain that you have to go through to get it removed. So, what's the smartest way to cheat on a test? I'm not sure, because I've never really cheated on a test. I suppose the smartest way you could do it is by... How would you do it? What would be the smartest way to cheat on a test? I don't know. Maybe... I don't know. I don't know. I've never cheated on a test, mate, so I can't really answer that. If someone doesn't show up when they are supposed to, what do? I usually call them and ask why they're not there. But if they don't answer, then I probably just won't speak to them for a week or two. What's the point in telling me you're going to come meet me if you don't even turn up? Be honest, how do you feel about flea markets? I absolutely hate them. Absolutely hate them. Ooh. Favourite TikTok account? Turkish Tam. It is Turkish Tam. He does skits where he plays him and his dad. There's when your dad meets you, there's Roadman in a kebab shop. There's Roadman versus Bossman. Bossman, if you don't know, is... Excuse me. Bossman is what he calls himself in his TikToks when he's playing as his dad. But ultimately, how do you feel about Friends with Benefits? I think that's absolutely horrendous. What's the point in Friends with Benefits, mate? And lastly, what do you think is the worst part of being sick? The not being able to get out of bed part. Alright. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm going to get this video out shortly, and I will see you all very shortly. Peace.